He moves on, is what he does. He's been mourning Marion's death ever since they left the Holy Land, which back in those days I'd say would take a few months to get back to England. And he realises that if this, you know, it can destroy someone, that they can go on thinking about it for the rest of their days, and he dwells on it for the first episode, and then he knows if he's to move on and do what he should be doing, he has to kind of bury that.
A legend, reborn. I'll never stop loving you. Gisborne.
Kate, stop. They'll search the cart. I'll lose you and your brother.
You see what they're doing? If we don't move him now, he'll be caught. Just stay inside. I'll get Matthew out of here.
Kate's a girl that lives in Loxley Village, basically, with her family. I think she first comes into it in episode 2 when her brother's about to be conscripted and sent away to fight, and she's trying to save him.
In a hurry.
Delivery for the market in Nottingham. I'm late.
Search.
No, there's nothing in there! There's nothing in there!
Look!
These people have taken enough. One day they'll rise up and destroy you. And all men like you.
Dangerous talk. We'll soon beat that out of you. Take him away.
Please, my brother, he's so young!
You! Try to defy me! Brother!
She then gets caught up in trying to save her brother, and gets to know Robin Hood and his gang through them saving her and stuff.
You're Robin Hood.
And you, young lady, are lucky to be alive.
We've got Kate as well, who comes in episode 2 as a new bit of skirt.
Joanne Froggatt, Kate, she brings she's going to get a lot more men watching, I think. A lot more boys paying attention, as they should do. She's fantastic. She just brings a subtleness and a subtlety and a different energy to the group.
Isabella's quite an interesting character because what we're almost doing is seeing, playing through Isabella, Guy's journey. Obviously we never saw how Guy went to the dark side.
Isabella, I'd say, is much like Kate, obviously being a very male-orientated show. They're both coming in as the new feminine powers. She's feisty.
I was helping her escape.
Escape from what?
Her marriage.
But the squire sent men after her. You know, some may consider that an act of love, wouldn't they?
Squire Thornton has never loved my mistress. Now, if you'll excuse me, my mistress awaits me in the...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
She loves life, and I think because she maybe hasn't had the best of starts, it makes her even more open and accessible, really, to whatever's thrown at her. She's very spontaneous and quite vulnerable when we first meet her.
All right. You can't just go to Nottingham alone. It's too dangerous. I'll take you there. Safely. If you tell me your name.
Isabella. Will it be necessary for us to hold hands throughout?
Isabella is the sister of Guy of Gisborne, played by actor Richard Armitage. She was separated from her family at quite a young age and discovers that she was sold off to Squire Thornton.
When his sister arrives, it has a huge effect on his character because Gisborne's always professed to have no family. So he's invented his own history, as it were. When she arrives, that changes everything. And he begins to see himself in her because they're so alike. So that kind of triggers his journey to redemption because he starts to see himself through her.
She's a sibling and he treats her so ruthlessly, and I think for her she just can't quite comprehend what's happened to him, and she spends quite a while trying to understand him, understand his mentality and his actions.
You gave me to Squire Thornton. Did I fail you too? Why won't you answer me? Don't you owe me that, at least?
I owe you nothing. I did what was best.
For who? You? You did nothing but condemn me to hell, and I demand to know why.
You're a foolish girl, and you do not understand the world.
No, I understand perfectly. I just want to hear it from you. Why did you give me away? I said, why did you give me...
Because you offered a fair price for you, that's why. So, do you still require my protection?
You know I do.
There's this point in episode 7 where there's a possibility that they could drown and die, Robin and Isabella together, that Guy of Gisborne has set and Prince John has set this trap. And I think at that moment she completely unveils herself.
I had a dream about you and me.
Did you? What was it?
I dreamt that we lived together. Living in a farmhouse. Had a few animals. Grew all our own food. And we had children.
How many?
4. 2 girls, 2 boys.
He says, I can't do it. I'm Robin Hood, I'm an outlaw, I've got duty to the people, I can't be what you want me to be. And I think that just is the final nail in the coffin, really. You know, Guy has said, I can't deal with you, Squire Thornton, everyone, and then for Robin Hood to say this to her, it affects her. I think that's the moment where she switches gear. She says to him, like, I've offered you this, etc., and you've said no. You've blatantly said no to me. And from that moment on, I don't think Isabella's ever the same. She then chooses to ruin her brother. She is scorned by Robin Hood and will do anything in her power to make his life unhappy. Same with Prince John. She'll play Prince John, but in a very different way. It's more power hungry. I think it's more of a case of, I'm going to get to where I need to show all you men that you've wronged me, and that's a line you should never have crossed. And there's no going back for Isabella, I'm afraid.
And perhaps you'd like to get to know me better still. You'll make me work for my conquest.
Was not France more valuable because it was fought for?
You make this such good sport.